Hi guys, it's RedDevilDazzy 2007 and
ChiaraWii.
yep, this is a new video about the Zelda series. This will be RedDevilDazzy and ChiaraWii talk about the Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And first of all, the game was released in late 2002, but I don't remember the exact month it was released. Do you know, Kira?
Give me 1 minute and I can tell you.
Yeah.
Really should look these things up before.
Yeah.
In Europe it was released in May of 2003, and in North America it was released March 24th of 2003. Japan got it in December of 2002.
Yep. Okay. First of all, Kira, when did you first hear about the game, and when did you first buy it?
Well, I got it around the time that it was launched, and I didn't pre-order it, so I didn't get those discs that came with the pre-order, but I did get it around the time that it was launched and played it for a long time after that. It was a huge game, and the graphics didn't really bug me that much because I didn't really care at that point.
Okay.
Because that was a huge controversy with this game, was the graphics.
Yeah, well, I think some of the fans, they call it Zelda. The cell shaded.
Zelda. Yep.
Cell shaded. They call it Zelda. You know what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah. That's because I saw that on I think Wiki. Someone called it many people were saying it's called Zelda, because of the cell.
Yeah, it's a popular term around the fan community. I think I've seen it on Zelda Universe and in the Game Facts forums and such.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it's a demerit in a way, kind of a poke of fun at the game.
It's like I'm going back to Link's Awakening. I think the team who made it, they were saying they made when they were making it, they were making a parody of Zelda.
That wouldn't surprise me, and I think it turned out really well. It's hilarious and adorable at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, let me think. I got the game, when I was in hospital in London when I started to watch. This is a user on YouTube called GNRFan5000. He was doing The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, and I was watching the parts with my laptop in London, and I was watching it for a while. And in November of 2008, I got a GameCube and my dad's coming. I know, but I don't want to be interrupted. Where was I? I got the special bundle when you get Wind Waker and the GameCube at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that for about £60 or £50. That's maybe $80 or $70 in your currency.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I did some videos on it the same month because I was interested in the game, because he was doing the game on YouTube, and I was like, this looks fun.
It is a very fun game, and I think what caused a lot of the problem with the controversy was at Space World,
2001?
I was about to say 2009. Not 2009, it did not exist then.
It was in 2001, wasn't it?
I believe so. 2000. Space World 2000. And 1, actually. Ignore me.
No, sorry. In Space...
Oh, they actually... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Space World 2000, they showed, Link and Ganondorf,
Yes, that's the one I was referring to.
Yeah,
was the Space World 2000 tech demo of the GameCube showed Link and Ganondorf in this really realistic battle, and it looked fantastic. And fans took that to be what the next Zelda game was going to be. And it disappointed a lot of people when a year later it came out with a cel-shaded version of Zelda, and people were just like, whoa, what about the graphics? And I think that they help, because I think that Link's facial expressions in Wind Waker are fantastic. My one fear of what's going to happen with this, you know how people did this with Space World 2000 and the 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Well, last year, Nintendo, when they introduced their Wii U, showed a realistic Zelda demo for the Wii U.
Yep.
And I've got to wonder if people are going to have the same backlash if they take the same stance on the next one, do something weird, not weird, but different with the graphics, different than what they saw in the Wii U demo video, because they have stated over and over, I think because of that instance, this is not a game, it is a demo.
Yeah.
But that's what people kind of need to take with a grain of salt. They're just showing off the specs of their gaming, and whatever comes after, you take what you get and you enjoy that. You don't gripe about what you didn't get.
Yeah.
That's just my look at it, but...
Yeah, I see what you did there, yeah. Because they could make another cel-shaded, like, realistic one. You never know.
I like the compromise on Skyward Sword. I thought it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like Twilight Princess with a little bit of Wind Waker-esque. And they had Beetle.
Yep, that was in...
I love Beetle's one of my favorite characters.
Yep, when he goes,
Oh! Yes, I think it's same voice, same shop music, but he's a lot fitter.
Yes. Okay, let me think. Well, have you beaten the game, Wind Waker?
I have. I had to have somebody get me across the gap between Forest Haven and the, can't think of the name, Earth Temple? No, not Earth Temple.
Forbidden Woods?
The Forest Temple or Forest Dungeon that's in that game. I can't think of it.
It's Forbidden Woods.
Is it? Okay. But I had to have somebody get me across that gap because I could not get the wind in the correct direction to save my life. And then I'd fall and then just bleh. But other than that, I have beaten that game and I enjoyed it very much, except for the sailing.
Yeah, well, I got the game, in November, and I was playing it from November to about January, or February. Then I just stopped playing it because I got to, I think it was after the Wind Temple, because after the Wind Temple you have to find the Triforce charts, then the shards, and I didn't want to do that at that present time.
That's I think a huge game-breaking part for fans of the series, because... Oh, it is the Forbidden Woods, sorry. Because it is so tedious, and you have... Tingle is so greedy.
Oh, no.
And I know that what intrigued me and terrified me, mind you, this was around the time that the game came out, so I was much younger, was the room in the cabana.
Cabana?
Where the Cabana Island that you get from the school teacher.
Yes, yep.
And I believe if you hookshot the ceiling, the fireplace reveals a hole.
Oh yeah, that part.
And there's Redeads, and I never liked Redeads.
And rats.
I hated Redeads with passion. I couldn't get past them.
I know, because they scream and then they bite on you.
I prefer to think of it as a hug nowadays.
A hug? No, a hug and a bite, like a vampire or something.
They're Edward Cullen.
I don't know who that is.
Twilight? Have
No.
you heard of Twilight?
I've heard Twilight, but I haven't seen Twilight.
You're lucky.
Okay.
Not good movies. But the vampire in that his name's Edward Cullen.
Okay.
So.
Okay. As I was saying, I played the game again back in like August 2009, and I beat it. But the thing is, I was watching the credits, right? And there was an error in the disc, so I couldn't watch the ending.
Oh no!
I don't know where the error was. I saw the shit part when they were at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't see the credits roll, so I couldn't watch the ending. So I could.
That's the bad thing about discs is they will give you errors occasionally. Like the reason I loaned Twilight Princess to a friend is because her disc would glitch and freeze. I think like right at the wolf transformation the first time. She could not get past that part.
Alright.
So,
okay.
That's always unfortunate, especially to get to the end.
Yeah, I did beat Ganon, but I couldn't see the ending or couldn't do the game again, because if you do the game again, some of the Jaban, Valu, and the Deku Tree, they were speaking English because they were in, they were in a different language, and I was like, you're talking gibberish, you are.
Yeah, I always wondered what they were saying, and then I learned that they could speak English if you beat the game. But
the thing is, I'm doing a playthrough of the game, but I've got to the Tower of the Gods while opening it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any motivation to do any more of the game at the moment.
It's a fantastic game, and it's a good contrast from Skyward Sword.
I know, I'm probably just lazy overall.
Well, it is the 4th dungeon.
No, 3rd dungeon?
Do you count the fortress as a dungeon?
What, the Forsaken Fortress?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
You get a dungeon map.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the 4th dungeon, yeah.
I find that, at least for me, that's where I get most of my, gamer's block, is at the 4th dungeon. Like, I've been trying to convince myself to play Skyward Sword. I'm right coming up on the Ancient Cistern.
Alright, let me think. Oh yeah. When I first played Wind Waker, I thought there was a button for you to jump. I had no idea about it. He jumps automatically.
Did you hear that? That was my palm colliding with my forehead.
What? What? Come again?
That was my palm colliding with my forehead.
Facepalm.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. No, the thing is, Wind Waker was my first 3D Zelda game I played, so I had no idea about because I was in the Tower of the Gods, and I got all the way to that point, because I thought you could jump pressing a button. Then I finally realised in the room that you can jump automatically.
Good job.
And I was like, oh my god, I don't have to press a button anymore.
I actually have to say I don't have much of an issue with the Tower of the Gods.
No, neither do I.
Usually I don't like the 4th dungeon in a Zelda game, but Tower of the Gods, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's quite well designed. Well, what am I about to say? So I did sell my Wind Waker disc because it was there was a scratch. There was like a scratch on it, but it still worked. But I had to sell it.
You sold it and it was glitching?
No, I played on it before I sold it, and it was perfectly fine. and then let me think. A month later, I regretted selling it, so I bought another one. And hopefully there's no error this time at the end, if I ever get there. Okay.
You'll get there. It's a fun enough game, and honestly, with the Triforce charts, I'll probably get some grief for this. I think it's okay to occasionally look at a walkthrough if you're stumped somewhere, or if you're stuck. I
Yeah.
mean, there's some people who are purists who say you absolutely cannot look at a walkthrough. I say if you're stuck, go ahead. It's your choice. It's not like you're being graded or something for school.
Because
I don't know.
I have the guidebook as well of the Wind Waker, and yeah, I think I used it. I think I did. Just can't remember. What do you think of the music of the game?
I love the music for Wind Waker. Actually, of the Zelda Symphony CD, that's probably my favorite track. Is the
Yeah.
I wish they'd called it a medley. That would have been hilarious. But they called it a symphony.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like. There's like Medley's theme when she's with the harp.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the harp? Yeah.
Yeah, she has the harp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
else?
wonder about that.
What about what do you mean?
We have. I want to see what her harp looks like because we have a harp in Skyward Sword.
Yeah, good point. What others do I like in there? Well, this is just me. Like the music in Wind Waker, it was my favourites at the time, but Skyward Sword completely surpassed that, in my opinion.
Oh, never mind. They look nothing alike.
Oh, okay. ChiaraWii doing research, but it doesn't seem to add up because it's not the same harp.
No, it's not.
All right.
Post changing the harp. I think the music in Wind Waker is a lot more catchy. Like, if you told me to hum a specific tune from Wind Waker, I probably could. With Skyward Sword, I feel like you have to listen to it more for it to catch. That might just be me.
I know we're going off topic here, but there's a lot of songs in like Skyward Sword that are catchy, and I do remember some of them pretty well.
Yeah, Knights Academy, the I was going to say Overworld, but Over Sky theme, probably the Elden Province. There are several that are very catchy, but I've got to argue, I love Wind Waker's music, especially that opening theme. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Even the boss battles is like, well, I think Moldera's one's good.
I like Ganon's boss battle music. I think that's the only Ganon battle music that I remember.
Yeah, it's really epic, and like the boss battle at the end, you have to watch out because Ganon can do a lot of damage.
Yep, he can do a lot, but then you get to put a sword in his face.
Oh
so.
God! Oh no! And he goes, the wind, it is blowing, and he turns stone.
Yeah, that just creeped me out a lot when I was younger.
I'm like, what? How did he turn to stone? Is this a sword and a stone? That film?
That was Link's wish with the Triforce. Actually, I don't know.
I don't know why you spoke like that.
Because Gerudos are secretly stone.
Okay.
And that almost came out wrong.
Okay. Thankfully, I didn't get it.
It almost came out that Gerudos are stoned.
Alright, not drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think.
Favorite dungeon?
Let me think. Well, Dragon Roost Cavern, it's not bad. I don't really have a favourite, really.
I can think of a least favorite. I think I like them all pretty much equally, except the Wind Temple.
Oh, the Floor Masters, oh god. Those...
Wind was the one with Makar, right?
Wind Temple, yeah.
Yeah. The giant room in the middle. It's just like, you get in there and you're like, oh, okay, happy day, happy day. There's a giant room, where do I go? And the dungeons with giant rooms just tend to throw people off, because, like, Lakebed Temple and Twilight Princess, Water Temple and Ocarina of Time, people hate them.
Yeah. The one I liked probably. Oh god, there's only like 6 dungeons, isn't there? Because they were going to add more, but they run out of time. Messing the game?
Yeah, and they actually wound up seeming kind of sloppy on that last one, getting up to Ganon.
Yeah, you have to face the bosses again. You have to fight Moljera, Goma, Jahala, and the Kelly Demos, that's it.
I'll say that my favorite dungeon was probably the Tower of the Gods.
Yeah.
Not on my first playing, really, or not purely for the dungeon, but because of where it takes you.
Oh yeah, I like, because Link, when you do the first dungeon, Forsaken Fortress, Link goes splat on the wall.
Link goes splat on the wall right before Tower of the Gods.
I know. It's like, what is this? Link abuse?
I find it quite amusing, actually.
I know. I'm surprised he can survive that.
He's the hero of the winds.
That's like twice. I'm like, sure it's going to happen a third time, because 3 times a chance.
Splat.
Yeah. What do you think of King of Red Lions? Do you think he was a good companion?
Sorry, I just hit my microphone. In a sense, I do. Except for the fact that you can only really use him when you're in the boat. Because other than that, you don't have a companion in Wind Waker. You don't have a companion in the dungeons. Unless you can use this talking stone thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I think he was good for the seas. But other than that, suppose he's a step up from Fi from Skyward Sword, who
I like Fi.
Points out the obvious every 2 seconds.
I like Fi though. I don't really have anything against her.
I like Fi, it's just the fact that she tells you every 2 seconds what to do, and I'm like, let me figure out my own puzzles, I got this.
Okay, well, we're almost done with this video. What about... Oh no, here I go. Tingle.
Hate him.
You see him in Windfall Island. No, when I was playing it, I was like... Because I went to, like, the Forbidden Woods, and whilst I was in there, I was like, oh man, I haven't freed Tingle yet. I went, I have to do that when I get out of here.
Oh, I have to say, that's one thing I don't like. If you are, like, I don't know if it's just with the Forest Haven, but if you try to leave the square while you're in, like, supposed to be going to the dungeon or in the dungeon, you can't leave the square. Any other Zelda game will let you leave the area. You cannot leave.
Oh.
I've tried so hard. But you can't leave the square until you're done with the dungeon.
Really?
Yeah, I was in, about to go into Forbidden Woods, tried to leave the square to go get some supplies from Windfall, and King of Red Lions would not let me leave.
Oh, right. Well, it's like supplies, doesn't Beedle have anything you needed? If he's not around?
Well, I don't think, he might have been around, but the thing that I was trying to do was also I was trying to do a side quest on Windfall that I really wanted to get done.
Okay.
But, what was the thing before? Oh, Tingle.
Yeah.
I think he's a murderer.
It's like, he's in Windfall, in a prison. I wonder what he's doing in there.
Well, see, if you go back under the tunnels, you find a room that he carved out, so it did not exist before he got there. And there's skulls in there.
He must have killed someone then.
Multiple people, because there are multiple skulls in there. And he keeps a log on, like, the stones. He says something about he did something bad or something. Just like, I think he's a murderer.
Yeah.
Really do.
And the thing is, you have to get 5,000 rubies just to translate the charts. But if you want to be lucky and try and find the shards, like, out of luck, then you could go that way.
Walk through.
Oh dear. Yeah, Tingle is like he's in Four Swords Adventure when he steals Force Gems. So,
Tingle is also in Majora's Mask, where he's just as annoying and sells you maps. And he is also in Oracle of Ages.
is he? Oh my god.
He's floating like in one of the, I think like one of the southeast provinces.
Alright. Well, wait a minute. Tingle's also in Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah, there's a Tingle plushie in Zelda's room.
Oh no. I wonder if a Tingle plushie exists.
Well, see, what I have to wonder is, where is Tingle actually in Skyward Sword then? Because Skyward Sword is set before all other Zelda games. So it can't be a plushie of Tingle from Majora's Mask or something, because that all of that happened after Skyward Sword. I think we need another prequel with Tingle in it.
Yeah. Or maybe that like Easter egg in Skyward Sword. Maybe he was like a wizard transformed it into a living thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's like when you turn a puppet into a real puppet, like Pinocchio. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
Tingle.
I got what you're saying.
Tingle, you're annoying. Go away. Don't come back again.
No, I want to see Tingle in another game.
Okay, but
just because he's so annoying.
Yeah, okay. What rating would you give Wind Waker out of 10 then?
Out of 10, probably I'm gonna say probably 7.5. I think it's a fantastic game, but the sailing kills it at times, and also I think that they could use more dungeons, as much as I'm shocked that I'm finding myself saying that.
I would give it, I'm going to give it a 9. Respectable 9. It's decent. It's a decent game, it is.
Actually, I'm going to update mine to an 8, because now that I think about it, Twilight Princess has a ton of dungeons, but I tend to find myself enjoying the side quests of Wind Waker more.
Okay. Let me think. The sailing isn't too bad. It's just, there's decent music, when you go across the ocean.
Yeah, it just, and also the fact that you can't leave, once you get hooked into a temple, you're hooked. That really bugs me.
Oh, okay.
Because I like being able to free roam, and that's kind of annoying.
Yes. Anyway, I think this video has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, I apologise, guys, Okay, before we leave this video, or end this video, what game would you want to talk about next? Let me think. I'm just trying to think, what did I play next?
I personally want to talk about Ocarina of Time, but I'm not sure.
Well, the thing is, you've beaten the game, right?
You haven't?
I haven't played it. I have seen a walkthrough of it, so I can, I can, express my feelings of it.
What about Skyward Sword?
Well,
we've been bringing it up in every video.
Good idea. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Well done, ChiaraWii. Good idea. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. We will see you later. So, goodbye.
Bye.